Hello everyone, my name is Jefferson. Welcome back to another FPL video. For this video, we're going to be looking at Game Week 10 team selection. We're going to be looking at how my team is shaping up for Game Week 10. We're also going to be looking at some transfer tips, some ideas, some strategies that we should implement going forward from Game Week 10. And if you like the video, if you like the content, yeah, like the video and subscribe as well. Let's see what we have for our tips for Game Week 10. Okay, the first thing I want us to look at is the premium assets. Historically, playing FPL, the method of playing FPL has always been have about five, six, seven, most likely six or seven core assets in your team. Then you rotate around the other three. Assuming you have one goalkeeper that you are going to keep for the rest of the season, have about 6 to 7, then you rotate the other three. Or if you have six, you rotate the other four, whatever the case may be. But in this season, I've been seeing differences from other managers, um, mentioning stuff like maybe Saka has a tough run of games, so I'm going to sell him for another premium asset who has easier run of fixtures. We can't play FPL that way because if you are rotating premium assets, you are going to miss out on those huge holes. And I've said it in my previous videos. You just have to have a minimum of three premium assets and stick with those assets. You cannot be greedy in FPL. They only give us 100 million and you cannot have everyone. So you have to, how they say it, pick your poison and don't live with it. So for me, you just have to have about 3 to 4 premium assets. But whoever those premium assets you end up picking, Palmer is a must have because of the quality and because of that price tag. He is explosive and just very explosive and is in a way fixture proof to an extent. In a way fixture proof to an extent. So you just have to have Palmer. Now for the other three assets, for someone like me, I have Haaland, Palmer, Salah, and I don't think I should sell either of them. At least for this game week, I don't think I should sell either of them. So for someone else, it could be Salah, Saka, and maybe Palmer. Just stick with them and just ride on with whatever team you have. Moving on to Wolves, from this game week going forward, I think Wolves assets should be looked at because of their own because of their fixtures. I think they have growing fixtures from now to game week. I think 18. When you check the Premier League FDR, the fixture difficulty rating. So I think 18 is a good buy, and there are mentions of he's on 4 yellow cards, still buying, even if he has the fifth yellow card and he did for his suspension. Just ensure you have a backup to cover for him on that specific game week. He has quality attacking threat, and I think he's a good buy. Pick Cunha over Strand Larson. Now, I don't know if Cunha is actually worth 6.5 million as a forward because I would value him better if he was a midfielder. But I still think he's a good asset. And we have seen it in since the beginning of this season that don't try and cut corners in FPL. If a player is his chief threat of a team, buy that player. For we saw that in the beginning of the season when most of us went for Nkunku and it was Palmer that was just doing the business. For Liverpool, some of us cut corners who went with Luis Diaz. Salah has been the chief goal threat. Some of us were cut corners with Foden, and Foden not getting the minutes. Alan is the chief goal threat. Don't try and cut corners. Don't try and be overthinking it. Cunha is on penalties as well. Just get Cunha over Stranderson. Now, for those of us considering selling Haaland, I will not say you should not sell Haaland because personal in isolation as an asset is quality and is a great asset. Literally one of the greatest Premier League assets we've seen ever, or should I say Premier League goal scorer we've seen ever. But if you are going to sell Haaland, make sure you have 4 premium assets to cover for Haaland. Because I assume most of you are, Saka, let's say Saka, Palmer, and let's say Haaland. Let's just pick something like that. And you want to get to Salah. If you are selling Haaland and you get to Salah, you still have it's still 3v3. So for someone like me, I have a plan of selling Haaland, but I don't see myself selling him this game week because from the stylistic point of view, I explained my previous video. From the stylistic point of view, this is a game that will suit Haaland a bit and to even become better in game week 11 when he faces Brighton. Brighton will offer Haaland lots of space and to become better again game week 12 where he faces Spurs. So for someone like me, I intend on selling Haaland. The earliest I can sell Haaland is game week 13 when he faces Liverpool. If I don't sell him when he faces Liverpool, I'm not going to sell him at all. So just think of the exact moment you want to sell Haaland and make sure you're getting to four premium assets. So for I wrote here that you can get Salah, Saka, Son, and Palmer. So if you sell Haaland and you have four premium assets, you have four top goal scorers, and you know that Haaland will continue to be scoring goals. But you just have that idea that once you have four premium assets, those four assets will definitely have more over Haaland when you consider the overall points from that angle. So Haaland and a cheap midfielder is possibly not as good as Salah and maybe a cheap forward. No, I don't think that's a good way to compare. I think you need three assets to compare this premium. You need three assets. So the main thing on this, I'm already rambling a bit. The main thing on this point is that when you are going to sell Alan, whenever you want to sell Alan, make sure you are spreading those funds immediately. If not, Alan can punish you. So Dominic Solanke, he has not been doing what he's meant to do. He has not been offering the attacking trade. He has not been scoring goals, just selling. You can give this year one more week if you like. I just feel I am really considering selling this year, but I just feel like I've had him. Like if I've kept him this long, why not just give him the Southampton game? That's just how I'm looking at it. Every game against Southampton will always be a good game. So if I've had him for this long, why not just allow it to ride with Southampton? And if he blanks again, then you can now send him for West Ham. But I'm really hoping that he scores so that I just keep him until the fixture run actually ends because of the type of transfers I intend on making in the coming game weeks. Wait and see United assets before buying. We don't know the type of setup that Ruud van Nistelrooy is going to actually have for Man U. So this is a fantastic game against Chelsea, a very tough, a very big game. You're going to put your best team out and you're going to play your best football. So we'll see who is getting the chances and who is going to score the goals. And from there, we'll be able to pick the United assets from 11. Start Rodgers and keep Watkins. I've seen lots of people selling Watkins. Yes, I know Watkins is not worth his price tag because of the cheaper forwards. But in isolation, like just looking at this particular game week, you can forget about the upcoming games. Just for game week 10, he's facing Spurs. Van de Ven is injured. That defense is not the like they're better defense in the league, if you understand. So I just think Watkins is going to have a good game. And you should also start Rodgers if you have him. Don't think of sending him or benching him. Just start him. Because I think this is going to be a good game. You can reassess from game week 11, but in isolation for this game week, I think you should keep both assets. Now, having said all this, what does this mean for my team? This is how the team stands. Think I'm going to make one transfer. I'm going to bring in a Nuri. That's certain. Whether I make a second transfer depends on the injury update of Gabriel. If Gabriel is fit to play, I'm going to bring in a Nuri for Rico Lewis because I just think even if Pep says um, he has to play Rico Lewis because of the injured players, Pep is Pep. He can do anything. Don't put anything past Pep. And I just think the fixtures are bad anyways for Man City's defense. So I just want to like move on with him. I can bring him back later in the season, maybe around the game week 18. I can afford to bring him back. So if Gabriel is past fit and thank God it's the first game of the game week, so we can get early team news. If we don't get, I'm going to keep Rico Lewis and sell Nedeljkovic for Etienne and bench Gabriel. So that is the transfer plan for game week 10. And I'm going to be captaining Mo Salah. I think Alan has enough to get a goal, but I don't see him going like running riots against Bournemouth. But I see Salah running riots against Brighton. And that will be all for me for game week 10. I'm going to make one transfer and roll with the other. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, actually press the like button. Liking the video is not enough. Like the video, press the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Thank you for watching.